Well, good morning, and thank you so much for joining us here on HSN. And now you're right here at home. Now, my name is Brett Schuckerman, and we're going to be heading outdoors today. We've got some great inspiration for you, some great tips to tackle some of those outdoor cleaning products. We've also maybe got some inspiration to help inspire the green thumb in each and every one of you. And with cold, wet weather outside, we've got the perfect outdoor tool that's a must-have as early as possible. Plus, my favorite folding wagon. All that and more is coming up at home. Thinking about the outdoors is upon us. It's time to start looking at the space outside of your home and making it as beautiful and perfect as possible. We're going to kick off our show with our #1 solar lights. Now, I have to tell you personally, if you're like me, and for years and years and years you were burned by solar lights because they were plastic, because they were dim, because their quality wasn't great, and you said, I'm never doing it again, give them another try. HSN and HGTV Home build better solar technology than anybody else in the entire marketplace. All metal, all glass, large solar panels for a ton of light output, and we offer them in different metal finishes, and we give you all the accessories to stake them in the ground, to hang them from the ceiling or from umbrellas, or to leave them stationary on a banister. Today, because right now we have our limited supply of our early access set available, you can shop black, you can shop bronze, you can shop stainless. Stainless is always our most popular and our first to go. I only have about 100 left. You are getting a special early season access price, $20 off, reduced shipping and handling, and special flex. So for only $40, you are getting your true 8-pack customer pick set to create pathway lighting, to flank a front door, to set up on a banister, and know that you're buying the best quality solar lights you will ever find anywhere in the entire industry. Now, Peter Kilcullen is here to say no transformers, no electricity, no programming required. Stake them in the ground and do it first in the season, right before you tackle everything else.
Yeah, I mean, you don't even have to wait for the season with these solar lights. These are all year long, all season, all weather. You can get them in the ground right now. And even if the ground is a little frozen solid, we've got a metal ground stake. As you mentioned, Brett, metal construction, so stainless steel construction, and also that glass lens, which is amazing. So you mentioned it, unbelievable quality in all the materials, but then also amazing performance. This has everything that I always hear everyone wants to know about solar lights. Are they bright enough? You're gonna see we have a very bright, long-lasting LED bulb. Do they have a long runtime? Will they stay on a long time every night? 8 to 10 hours of runtime because we have the best quality solar panel to absorb more energy. And we have a high capacity battery.
It's even, qualified enough that even on cloudy days, even now when it's not super sunny, super beautiful out, they still capture that sunlight. They don't charge you, cost you a penny in electric bills. They're a great way to know you've got lights on automatically, even if you're going out of town, even if you have a power outage. At the end of the day, I believe there's a few things. Well, there's a lot of things that HSN, I think what we bring in is better than every alternative out there. This truly is one of them. There's a reason people have come back and stocked up on more. If you own them, if you want to tell the rest of the world why ours are better, give us a call. Our testimonial talk line is open. And Peter, I don't have my ring on today, so I'm going to need you to do the sound effect to show off glass and metal.
I mean, that glass lens is amazing. That's what gives it that amazing output. You'll see that starburst design with your lights, but you're getting that long runtime. Great performance that happens automatically every single night. Not to mention that we have 3 different light options on here, and they're all included. You get the beautiful white, you get an amazing amber, and then you get a flickering in that amber color as well, almost like candlelight, which is great. And then this set has 4 different display options, and I know you talked about most of those, Brett, but we give the option to use them with that ground stake as a path light. You can take the post off and you can use it on the steps, you can use it on that porch railing. That's great too. Then you can add that finial that goes on top, a little acorn-shaped finial, so you can hang them from a hook, you can hang them from twine and fishing line, things like that, which is amazing. With this set, we also give you this mounting bracket along with the mounting hardware to put this on top of a fence post, put it on top of the fence post, and then you can put the light up there and it's sort of semi-permanently
semi-stationary and
in place. You can have it there and then just pull that off when you want to put it elsewhere, so you're moving them around, but so many great display options with this set.
And we're all about great tips and tricks here. If you are thinking about selling your home, marketing your home, putting your home up on VRBO, or if you've got second properties, outdoor lighting is a huge improvement and game changer. People drive by at night to see what your house looks like.
Sure.
When you do solar lights, listen, when you sell, they come out the ground, they come with you to the next home. They're not part of that sale. You permanently install something and wire it to the home, you've got to leave them there. So they're a smart investment. I mean, they're a smart choice for real estate agents to even own them and use them when they're setting up homes to put them on the market and sell. Now, of course, we want to make this a hardware special choice for you as well, to match to the style, the feel, the flavor of your home, to match to maybe the hardware on your front door is a tip and trick that a lot of people do. They match it to their hardware fixtures in their home. So today, you can shop the black, you can shop the always popular bronze, and while they're available, you can shop for the always best-selling stainless steel. This will sell out this airing. This is our early access price deal. This is a great item to set out even now. This is not something you have to wait several months for. And even in the heaviest, worst of wet, snowy, rainy weather, these continue to last through them all. I mean, we've heard story after story about people who had like floods and major blizzards, and their HGTV home solar lights stood the test of time and kept working.
Yeah, because that's important that you don't have to take them in that bad weather. If it's rain, they're completely waterproof, and if it's going to be the sun and then the snow, I mean, obviously the only problem when they don't work is when people have told us they've had more than 20 inches of snow, then they cover the entire light. But they are going to be fantastic. High quality solar panel. It comes with that high capacity battery, so we're charging up that battery every single day, and then when the sun goes down, the light comes on just like that as I'm covering that sensor, and there's your white. There's your amber with the flickering, and there's your amber with just the steady glow of the amber. So let's show you that flickering again. You see that?
So now they have like that lantern.
Yes,
yeah,
exactly.
That candlelight look and feel. And when you have 8, you know, it's really sky's the limit. Maybe 4 of them are just to flank your walkway, and the other 4 are candle lights that you can set up on your back patio or at a table, or you can put them out by where, you know, just where you got to do trash at the end of the night. Know that you've got automatic lighting, regardless of transformers or timers or electricity or power. They'll always charge every day, and they'll always give off beautiful light. And I love, in our last moment or two here, we've turned the lights down in our studio. In total darkness, look at how much light output you're getting from solar, because a lot of people think, yeah, solar's decorative, but solar's not so functional. Look at that light output through that beautiful glass and metal fixture.
Yeah, I mean, it's really neat. And that's the white right there, which is really nice. And then you can see the amber. What I like about this amber, and we've never had the amber before, only in this set, is if you have other existing lights, sort of an incandescent bulb, a normal light, you will notice that it's the same color temperature as this amber. And then, well, there's the white. Let me go to the amber flickering. There it is again. That candlelight, or like you said, like an oil lamp look to it. If you have some of those flameless candles indoors that do that, very similar look. So if you have some of those outside surrounding your patio, this is a great way to go. But of course, everyone loves that beautiful white. And I'm showing it to you just with that diffuser right there. I don't even have it in that glass lens. When you see it in the glass lens, it is amazing. So easy to put together. That lens just twists on and you're set to go. That's the great thing about this. Lots of improvements that you can do outside. But when it comes to making improvements to your yard, certainly there's a lot of those different things that are time-consuming, they're labor-intensive. Many times they can be very expensive. There's nothing that you can do that can add so much during the day and at night other than these solar lights that is less expensive, that's easier for you to do. This is so simple. You're putting them in the ground with that metal ground stake. And don't forget, we're talking about this great light at night. But look at how beautiful these lights are going to look during the day. They're going to look great. They're going to change that atmosphere during the day as well. And you're getting a set of 8. So now, all you have to do is think about now, where am I going to put the lights? So you think about a set of 8. So I'm going to put a set of 8. Maybe it's lining that driveway. So 4 on each side of the driveway. The walkway up to the house is another great option. We've had so many great testimonials and we've had great reviews on hsn.com where the viewers have told us what to do with this. So that's why we even came up with this other display option, which is that bracket on top of the fence. Especially if you already have a set now, on each one of those fence posts, posts. If you look at the perimeter of your backyard, and maybe you have 8 posts out there, you can mount the lights up there. So now you're bringing the light up a little bit further. So you can have light around the bottom of the fence, but having that light on top of the fence, I think is a great option, and you can do that as well. But you don't have to keep it there permanently. But we give you the screws necessary for that bracket. You can leave them up there, and you're set to go. So all in all, a great set, great value. And remember, you're getting everything that you want. You're getting long run time. You are getting that very bright light. Remember, we have 3 individual LED bulbs in there for each one of those lighting options. Long run time, you'll have them season after season. Great set. I know Brett is outside with more in this great show at home.
All right, well, thank you so much, Peter, and thank you for being our outdoor master. I know Peter's going to run out and join us. Last call on stainless steel, by the way. When they're gone, price break goes away. Special flex, don't miss that opportunity. White and amber, beautiful looks, so many ways to wear them outside of your home. And if you want to match them with some great outdoor furniture, we're offering a great opportunity to shop the set. We want you to be able to build at home in your home. So go to hsn.com and type in at home. Whether you love the outdoor rug that you see, whether you see a piece of furniture, great lighting and wonderful tools, everything you see airing on the show, as well as a few other wonderful choices, are going to be available for you. If you love the look of that rug, there's only about a dozen remaining. So you can check it out at hsn.com. Just type in at home into your search bar, and you'll get a chance to see everything that we've curated for you exclusively for this show. Stay on the phone for those solar lights. Last call on stainless steel, and then, okay. Indoors, outdoors, at home, on the go, at the beach, at the park. If you don't have an HGTV home folding wagon yet, I honestly don't know what you're waiting for. As a father myself, as somebody who's always trying to take my young son and tons of toys and chairs and towels to the beach, I don't think I could make it if I didn't have my folding wagon. For those of you that go to the big box store that magically doesn't give you boxes anymore, I don't know why you wrestle with all of the stuff you're trying to get in and out of the home without a folding collapsible wagon that can always live in the back of the car. If you're thinking about lawn and garden season and you've got bags of mulch and plant beds to travel around with, the quickest, simplest, easiest way to do it is with this phenomenal HGTV home wagon. It's a ravely reviewed customer pick for us at hsn.com. I would say the same thing I've said about our solar lights, in that if you've seen others and you thought their quality was not really worth it, this one has over 900 perfect 5-star reviews. It's been a host pick. It's been a today's special. It is truly one of the most dependable, best quality folding wagons you will find. Now, we often stock this in 6, 7, 8, 9 colors. Because we are down to 3 for early season access, you are getting a temporary price break. That $20 in savings is something that we almost never are able to offer with our wagons. So we've got the classic red, we've got your green, and that's our most limited choice, and we've got the khaki leaf. Everybody gets a free removable liner to tailgate with some ice, to do some dirty lawn and garden work. But at the end of the day, Peter and I both, a father with a 2-year-old, a father with an 11-year-old.
Yes.
I have a feeling when we both have teenagers, we're both going to still be talking about using our wagons.
Still using the wagon. Yeah, because we were talking about this on Saturday. Yeah. And what's so great about this is no matter what you do, I was heading to a baseball game. Little Harry's playing baseball every weekend. And after we left and we did that show, I went to the tournament. There were 2 games going on, and there were just over 20 wagons that I looked at, including all the coaches. Because whatever you're doing, wherever you're going, and you've got to carry all your stuff, this wagon is perfect. So let's take a look at it, because not only does it look good, some of the things that separate this from all the other wagons certainly are that it's very strong. All that metal construction right there, it'll hold 150 pounds. But the best part is, no matter what kind of car, truck, or vehicle you have, look at what this wagon can do. Folds up, that easy, that simple. Put it in the car. So when you get to where you're going, you open it up, and you said the word. It takes care of the schlepping. Yeah. Where you just to schlep all that gear.
Schlep-proof helper.
Right. Put it in the wagon, and then it's so easy to use. It's so maneuverable. You've got the handle that's adjustable, and then you can lock it in place when you want to. Pockets on the front. Wheels that will never go flat because they're rubberized. There's no air in them, and it makes it easy to go wherever you need to go.
Now, what I love, too, about us offering this for at home is this show is all about outdoor cleanup. So This truly is a great way for you to know that the piles of leaves, the excess mulch, the weeds, you've got a great, easy way to clean them up. We give you this free removable lining for the dirtiest of dirty jobs, but you're spending money today on something that is not just for outdoor cleanup. Sure, it'll make that job easier. Sure, that's the theme of today's show, but picnics and trips to the beach and trips to the big box store and getting set up in the summer for a barbecue, getting set up in the fall for a party. It's always great when we can solve the today problem that we've themed our show around, but it's not like it goes away and you don't use it any other time of the year.
Right.
It is the most user-friendly, use it all season, use it in all stages of life product. I'm using it to go to the beach with my toddler son. You know, Peter's got an 11-year-old, and for the coaches and everybody that's schlepping equipment back and forth from the field.
It.
If you're a senior out there and you're just trying to make it easier to get laundry out of the house into a laundromat, or to get your groceries from the backseat of the car into your home, this is going to be a huge home run helper for everybody. And today, you're getting it shipped to your door free of charge. Today, you're getting Flex and a big reduced price. This is such an in-demand item. It's almost never on sale. The $20 off is because we don't have our normal 8 colors in stock. If you want to wait, because you want a purple one, you can come back in a couple of weeks and it'll be $120. If you're okay with red, if you're okay with green, if you like this cool khaki leaf, put 20 bucks back in your pocket. My goodness, think of all the free stuff you can schlep for $20 in your new wagon.
Yeah, it's so true what you're saying, that you're using this all year long, because you really are.
Yeah.
And because we're including that liner, it makes it so simple to take this from just a fun wagon that you're using to take to the baseball games, the beach, that you're using to go to the big box stores, to go shopping. This makes it now an unbeatable DIY tool. I mean, if you thought about a wheelbarrow and how difficult that is to move things in the wheelbarrow, you are gonna love this. I put the liner in there in seconds, and now you're able to put mulch in there, you can put the plants in there, you can put firewood in there, you can put leaves in there, whatever it is. Take that liner out, you can rinse it off, and you're set to go. So we've even expanded an amazing wagon that does so many jobs to include twice as many jobs. So the fun stuff, going to the beach and going to those events during the summer, have it carry all your stuff. But when you're doing those DIY jobs that we're talking about today, they're coming up in the spring. This is a really great helping hand. From moving the leaves, moving the mulch, dealing with a compost pile, whatever it is, throw it in your wagon and then rinse out that liner and you're set to go.
You know, I don't often volunteer this on live national television, but my name is Brett Chuckerman. You can find me on Facebook. If you have a complaint, I personally would like to hear it, because I truly love my wagon. Comes with this great case to close it up and fold it and store it. I've got it in the garage. I've got it in the back seat, the trunk of my car, and I have found phenomenal uses for me. I've given them as gifts to friends and family members. You know, for baby showers, the gifts are all about the babies and the moms. It's a great gift for the dad who doesn't realize just how much he's gonna have to carry. I truly, totally volunteer my own personal contact, because I can't think of more reasons to not have a wagon. I mean, everybody should have one of these in every walk of life. And when we offer you the quality that we do, with the ravely reviewed customer response that we've had, when we do it at a great FlexPay offer that it's basically $1 a day. I mean, there are people who rent things like this when they're on trips to the beach, own one, use it around the house for the cleanup and for those travel trips to the beach and those parties and those tailgatings and those trips to those big box stores. I mean, I could list and list and list and list and list.
Exactly.
I really feel it's one of the easiest purchases we have for you to make here at HSN. And yes, it fits our outdoor cleanup theme, but indoors, outdoors, families, seniors, it's just a perfect solution for everybody.
No, you're so right. Maybe if there's someone that you know of who could use this, if they are, you know, a new parent that's gonna be doing this. Maybe there's someone who's a senior and really could use just a helping hand, because that's what it is. A convenient, easy to use helping hand that basically you could leave in your car all the time. It could fit in the back seat of a small car, it could fit in just about every single trunk. You open that up, and there's that helping hand if it's just to go shopping. If you live in that high-rise and it's to take the laundry down to that first-level laundry area, yeah. I mean, it's perfect. It's very maneuverable in and out of the elevator and down the halls. It's great. We have 360-degree moving wheels in the front. You can see those wheels. They're high enough off the ground, so going up and down curbs is so simple. And I'll show you that we also have those little pockets in the front right there. So even if it's your cell phone in the pocket or bottled water, if you're outside or at the beach, it's perfect. They've thought of
everything with this wagon.
So we have the classic radio red.
Which I have.
You know which one we're talking about. That is available for you. It is kind of the icon in the world of wagons. That's available for you. We also have this great khaki leaf print. If you're looking for something different than what your friends and neighbors have, if you are going to be doing lawn and garden projects in it, you want us to sort of fit that theme, we have the khaki leaf. And then our most limited today is that springtime green. Now, in our last moment here, Peter does have this with the frame, just so you can see the quality. Know this, you will never really see this frame. You don't have to need to take the canvas base off, but just to show you the true top to bottom quality of what HSN and HGTV Home offers you.
All metal construction, and here you can see that amazing design of it being able to fold up that simple and then basically open itself. There you can get a good look at those large wheels, the 360-degree movement. It will hold 150 pounds. It's an extremely strong wagon. That's why we can include something like the liner that you can use, the liner for those DIY jobs, if they're going to be dirty and you'll be able to rinse it out. Or if you want to use it for something like a cooler, here you can see we've got bags and bags of ice in there. So when you get to the summer and you're going to the beach, the tailgates, that is going to be perfect. So not only more fun with the jobs with that liner, but also getting more work done with the liner. But the best thing is that this is unlike any other wagon. Otherwise, you could use any wagon to do these jobs. But this does what no other wagon can do in that it folds up so simple, so easy. Put it in your car, keep it in your car. It's that helping hand you're going to use all the time. Now, Brett is somewhere else on our set talking more about the at-home. We got more coming up.
Well, you know, Peter, you make this so easy for me. My goodness, I should just let you host the show. By the way, use that wagon and you could be walking around with all 8 of your brand new solar lights, not trying to juggle them, not trying to find them. Don't miss our special white and amber set. It interchanges. You can do flickering amber effects. You can do your solid white. They're all metal. They're all glass. And it's last call stainless steel. You can stake them in the ground. Look how you can even hang them from an umbrella for some outdoor party lighting while you're having a great dinner party. So don't miss them. Last call stainless steel. Now, we're going to talk about our At Home 101 segment, and it's all about starting that spring garden season. Now, I've learned some great tips on Pinterest. Go to HSN's Pinterest page and you'll see some great spring gardening tips. Do you know that you can set seedlings into an ice cream cone and it actually helps the roots take shape? You plant the ice cream cone into the ground and it disintegrates and the plant has a healthier start to its life and maybe a craving for Rocky Road. Now, you can also take the leaves that you collect with the leaf loader and use it as mulch instead of just tossing it out. There's a lot of great tips and inspiration, including how to start a compost pile. Just check out our outdoor living board on Pinterest. By the way, isn't this a cool potting bench right here? Beautifully designed, sturdy quality, on wheels. It is part of our at-home page on hsn.com. It's your way to shop the set. You can check it out. And then coming up, we have got a 2-pack of rakes. If the ones you have are splintered, they're old, they're cracked, it's just time for a new one, well, how about 2? So that you and your son, your granddaughter can do the work together. 2 different sizes, great quality, and today on Special Flex, to get 2 brand new rakes. How long has it been since you've replaced that old rusty one you've got? For only $10 on Flex, get both of them shipped home to you. We'll show you the features coming up next.
Who knew a little piece of plastic could be so much fun? Now, when you apply for the HSN card, instantly get $10 off. It's all about you. Extra flex on the things you love. Now, when you use your HSN card, you get extra flex all day, every day on all jewelry, beauty, and fashion purchases. Plus, no interest VIP financing, VIP easy returns, exclusive offers, all with no annual fee. Apply now. Call 1-800-695-1418 or search HSN card at hsn.com.
Great. For me, they want to hear them from you.
This is a big...
Go with me right here. So we're going to do some specials for really taking care of the outdoor cleanup now, right? The leaves are going to start falling. You got messes to clean up. I would challenge each and every one of you to stop for a minute and say, when was the... Oh, is this the one my size? When was the last time you bought a rake? When was the last time you looked at yours and didn't go, oh, I think that's from the 60s. I can feel the splinters in my hand before I even touch it.
Yes.
It's rusty. It's got individual spokes that are cracked and broken off. We need these. We use them all the time. Get a high quality set. Get two different sizes, one for the Peter and one for the Brett, one for the grandchild and one for you. Just one that's smaller for smaller areas of your space that you're trying to clean up. Get two of them home on a special price break on Special Flex. Under $10 on Flex. We'll ship them both to you today. We're going to talk about our tarps to go along with it as we get through this presentation, but we'll start with lots of great, interesting features for a new rake.
Well, I think the best thing about this rake is, you know, kind of what you're talking about, and everyone can go into the garage or the shed and find that rake where each one of these little tines is going in the wrong direction. They're bent, they're spread apart. What I like about this is it's virtually unbreakable, and what's happening here is you can see how these spring back, and they're going to spring back in the other direction as well, and that's going to make it even easier to rake. So let me put this down on the ground, and I want to show you this. So this is the large one, so you've got 31 individual raking tines on there, or springs, if you will, and then the smaller one has 13. And what we're doing with this is the flexibility is making it easier to rake, but here's what else is interesting. Look at this. It's not going to bend and break in seconds. It's going to bounce back each time you're using it. So that bounce back is what you want when you're raking, because it does an even better job. So as it compresses and then it flings back up and it's moving all those leaves. Here, I get a bunch where we have a lot more leaves. It does a great job. So larger one, for obviously doing the larger areas. But what I like about this is around the shrubs, for many of us, you get most of those leaves collecting on the outside of the yard. So you've got bushes, shrubs, plants, flowers, whatever it is. That's why this one in between all those areas is perfect. So if you've never had one and you try to use the big rake in there and you're kind of trying to go sideways
sneak it
and it's
through.
getting stuck on the plants every single time,
Well,
having both is amazing.
It's sort of like that's the toothbrush, this is the floss.
There you go.
I mean, you really do need
Yes.
both. You have different nooks and crannies. And today, you're getting a special price and you're getting Flex exclusively for the at-home shopper. So we are rewarding you for doing early access, for doing some early upgrading for the season. So take advantage. It's only $10 on Flex for the next couple of minutes during our show, and get both on their way home, the toothbrush and the floss.
Right, and I mean, that's the thing, that they work so well. You can see here that I'm really getting down to the soil, clearing everything out, and that's exactly what you want to do those first spring days when you decide, you know what, it's time to go. We've got to get these leaves out of here.
Yeah.
But you're not going to be disappointed with this rake,
So
where
Peter,
it stops working when everything's going in all directions.
Do me a favor and
Yeah,
tell me a little bit about our tarps coming up. So we're going to show you a graphic here in just a second. Oh, we'll just call it out at the bottom. Thank you so much. This is our leaf loader 2-pack. These are wireframe tarps, so easier cleanup, right? This is the way to do easier cleanup when you're raking, right?
I mean, the tarp, again, what's the hardest part? Raking is okay. It's not so much fun, but you're going to be able to rake. You've got a better rake here to do that. But then you rake it into a giant pile, and what happens? Now you're down on your hands and knees, and you're trying to get that whole pile into a trash can or get it cleared off. Here, with the tarp, lay the tarp out, do exactly what I'm doing right here, and put those leaves on the tarp. And I know we've got our wagon back here, but let me try to do it this way so you can see. So I've just put those leaves on there, and basically what this allows me to do is fold that up, a little taco action right there, and just dump those. Look at that. That's pretty simple.
And you're getting two. So you're getting two when you shop this hour. You're getting Flex for this hour. This really is, both of these deals feel like BOGO special opportunities. So the wireframe tarp information is available for you. It is on Flex. We only have a couple of hundred of those 2-packs of tarps, so we're just making the job a little bit simpler, easier. They fold up to next to nothing.
Yeah, they pop up. We have one right there. You can see it folded down.
Here's
you
how
just
they fold
twist
back
it, fold
down
it up,
too.
kind of like a pop-up tent or a beach.
You'll get two of those, and they are available for you today. They're $34.95 for a 2-pack. Now we're back to our rakes. I do want to point out, whoops, that these rakes are a customer pick. I don't know how many of you have stopped to write a review about a great rake. It must be doing something pretty gosh darn awesome to get great reviews.
Well, that's the thing. I mean, if you've had a rake that just is not working, or maybe you're buying a new rake every season because they get bent, they get broken, they're too heavy. Here we have that lightweight handle. We even have a comfortable grip on the end of this one. But for me, that you have these, look at that. I've been doing a lot of raking, and everything's exactly where it's supposed to be. And you're getting not just that large rake, but it's like you said, it's like getting that BOGO where you're getting that second one for those tight areas. And for so many of us, with the way the wind is blowing everything around, all the leaves are going to be in those shrubs. They're going to be between the plants, and that rake is amazing. And I never thought about it until last season when we introduced these, and I'm saying, why don't we just make a smaller rake?
Yep. Well, and
we always get a big giant rake.
Right.
You can do nothing with it with the shrubs. That one's perfect.
Here's the way to reach into the shrubs, or maybe this is the way to say to your grandson, this is time for you to get in on the housework, the house chores, and do it together.
Right.
You take the big
Exactly.
daddy rake, let him take the little kid rake, and actually help get the job done.
Oh, yeah.
You learn about, you know, pride and ownership. You learn about responsibility as a family member. You know, my dad taught me a lot growing up as a kid, and a lot of the times I'd just kind of sit and watch. This is a way that you guys could practically be doing it together. And with $10 off, it basically, to me at least, looking at the price of this set, it's like your little guy's free. Whether you need it in the shrubs, whether you need a second backup, whether you've got kids that you want to be able to have doing this with you, it really does feel like that $10 off means your smaller function rake is a free gift with purchase today. We're doing Flex for this hour only, and we only have a few hundred left of these sets. They're a customer pick for a reason, and it's one of those things that, again, if that rake you've got is bent, it's rusted, it's old, it's splintering, for $10 on Flex, you use it all season long. Why not do a refresh?
And if it makes it just a little bit easier because this one functions so much better, that's what you have to do. I mean, that's what we want to do. That's what we want to do with all these products that we're showing you. Make it easier to get those jobs done. A lot of them aren't all that fun. But just like this, where we have the great rake, you can see it's done a great job. I've raked everything onto that tarp, which is going to make it super easy to dump it right in that wagon. These are the things that you want to make the jobs easier. Fold that up. It's very lightweight, and then the weight of the leaves doesn't add much at all. And look at how I can just slide it right in there. So we're using the wagon, but this could be the garbage can. Maybe you could just carry it to the back of the yard on a compost pile and dump it all in there.
Okay, so we've curated Peter's whole experience. The full graphics for the wire tarp is on your screen right now. It is a 2-pack. You're just seeing one. They fold down and collapse and store easily. It's 2 on 2 Flex for this hour only, and we will put an item number at the bottom of the screen for the wagon if that's where you want to dump it into. The wagon is $20 off, so the savings on your wagon buys you your rake set. You're getting Flex on your rake. You're getting Flex on your tarps. Maybe you could set your son or granddaughter up with a little business to do around the neighborhood for spring cleanup and make some extra money and get some responsibilities done. You know, if you're the one who takes care of the front yard, the front lawn, these are inexpensive, affordable, easy ways to make the chore a little less laborious, a little bit easier, to get fresh tools to do it. They're not heavy, they're not splintery, they're not rusty. It's just one of those things I feel like you need to make the upgrades to while we have them available. So shop for them while we do have them available for you. You're taking your last few seconds here to look at those wireframe tarps. The wireframe tarps are a 2-pack. And they are on Flex only until the end of the hour. So if you want to take advantage of that, now's the time to shop for it. Don't forget about the 2-pack of rakes, because those are also getting very, very limited. I think we're still up. We want to give you the opportunity to shop for it all. Final quantities going on right now, and last chance to see how we can make a job just a little bit easier for you. Okay, Peter's not going anywhere, as we got the pole saw coming up next.
That's right.
You don't want to miss it. Isn't this cool? Look at this gazebo. Look at this setup. I don't think I've ever even been out here. Now, in today's At Home 101 segment, we wanted to inspire you to help get that outdoor area ready for you. Now, you can start with cleaning your outdoor furniture by using a Bissell carpet cleaner. So many of you own a carpet cleaner. Well, think about taking it outside and using it to get some of the stains off those couch cushions and chair cushions that are outdoors. Also, don't forget about using a pressure washer. It's a great way to bring back to life those outdoor chairs, those outdoor railings, those outdoor gazebos that you have, and certainly your decks and patios. And those rakes you just saw, how about using a rake to fill in cracked walkways with gravel? It's a great little tool that will help fill in those cracks along the way. Now, for additional tips and inspiration on how to take your spring cleaning outdoors as the weather gets a little warmer, you can visit our HSN Pinterest page and check out our Outdoor Living Inspiration Board for a lot of great ideas. Now, coming up next is the pole saw. You do not want to miss it. It is the must-have outdoor tool that you do not have to pay a professional $400 to grab those palm fronds. You do not have to pay a professional to come rescue you before a dead branch comes down on your home, down on a tree based on heavy, wet, or dying branches. This really is, experts say, the time to get a pole saw home. Now we are down to our final available colors for our early season special. It's purple, yellow, and navy. You want my personal opinion? I say color schmuller when it comes to this because it's really a must-have item, and once you own it, it saves you a ton of time and money. And then coming up at the end of the hour are our wonderful mats. Now these are unlike any mats that you have ever seen because they're the clean machine mats that are made of wonderful plastic fibers that actually clean the soles of your shoes. So they'll keep the mud, they'll keep the snow, they'll keep the dirt out of your home, and they've got some wonderful decorative inserts as well, and that's coming up at the end of the show. Well, thank you so much for shopping with us. Don't hang up on those rakes. That 2-pack, my goodness, they are going fast. It's because it really does feel like a buy one, get one free offer. Now, we want to go from something as simple to a rake to arguably the most powered, the most delivers on its promises outdoor tool that we offer here at HSN, and that is our iconic pole saw. So you may roll your eyes a little bit when I say it's iconic, but here at HSN, it's a breakthrough product. And when I first bought mine, I thought, oh, we've got some hard to reach palm fronds, and somebody came to my house and said they wanted $150 a quarter to trim them back. Well, I said, wait a second, HSN offers a telescopic chainsaw that's electric powered, no gas, no fumes, no issues or problems. I'm gonna try to tackle this myself. And I'll tell you what, I'm the tree master now. That is officially my name, Brett Tree Master Chuckerman, because it's just that simple and easy. Wherever you are in the country, experts say this is the time of year you need to be taking down rogue branches and limbs more than any other because heavy, wet snow and cold weather makes dead branches, makes a lot of weight that then comes down on your roof, comes down on your car, comes down through a window. So get a pole saw home, and rather than pay a la carte, rather than being scared into paying an arm and a leg to get a job done, do it yourself and do it with our most high-powered, phenomenal outdoor tool that we offer. This is for every family owner, every homeowner out there. Whether you are empty nesters, whether you've got a full family, the alternatives are junk, in my opinion, once you own a pole saw. It's our final available quantities. It's shipping to your door free of charge. We've got 3 colors to choose from. We've got the navy that Peter's rocking out.
Yes.
We've got yellow, we've got purple for you. But at the end of the day, it's about power and performance.
Exactly. So we're talking about, I mean, when you think about all these different points, it's amazing. We're talking about a pole saw that can extend to over 9.5 feet. That weighs less than 10 pounds, that has a 10-inch bar and chain, meaning you can handle diameters of logs and limbs close to 10 inches, automatic oiling system, the industry standard Oregon chain. I mean, all of those things at a great value, and most importantly, a chainsaw with all those features that you can definitely use, that you can save money with by not having to pay someone to come and do those jobs. All in all, it is a great way to go. No more going up on a ladder with a gas-powered chainsaw that can be so dangerous. This is absolutely perfect. So I'll show you again, 10-inch bar and chain, which I think is so great. Here we have the reservoir that all you have to do is keep that bar and chain oil in there, and it'll automatically lube that bar and chain, so you're set to go there. This is the only pole saw that we've ever offered that has that adjustable head on it, so you can choose 3 different options on there. So when you get even higher up, you're able to just rest that on the limb and go right through, and you just tighten it up right there. So again, extremely easy. Let me show you the pole as well. The pole is all fiberglass, so it's hollow. As I mentioned, extremely lightweight at less than 10 pounds. We have a comfortable grip right there. Now, I have this actually all the way down, so closed up. When I extend this, just by loosening this collar, I can extend this saw to 9.5 feet. That's 9.5 feet before I even take it off the ground.
I know, it makes me feel tall
So-
just having it in my hands.
Right. So depending on how tall you are, so I'm just over 6 feet tall, but look at that, 9, 10, 11, 12 feet high is not a problem. And when we talk about 12 feet high, I think it's kind of funny, like, well, no, it's got to be, 12 feet high. Go outside your home right now. You're going to see so many branches that you think, wow, that's only like 7 feet high.
Yeah.
It's near the cars, it's near the windows, it's near the roof of the house. So imagine all the branches that you could take care of with your feet firmly on the ground with very little effort and save so much money.
And I think that's a big deal to keep whoever's taking care of the outdoor space in your home off a ladder. Gosh forbid we end up with an injury, backs, shoulders, necks. I mean, what do you spend to pay somebody else to do it because it seems too dangerous or difficult for you to do yourself? Or what do you risk in life and limb trying to do it yourself? This is a safer, better alternative. That's why, to quote my good friend Suzanne Runyon, we have so many chicks with chainsaws here at HSN because they get a pole saw home and they go, you know what, I can do this. I can. It's empowering, it's easy, it feels safe, I'm able to reach things from a distance. It really is the way that a chainsaw becomes a not scary, difficult to use tool.
Right.
And if you've got one out there, in our final 8 minutes on this presentation, give us a call. Tell your story. Think about how much money you've saved over the last few years with your pole saw. Earthwise is our _1 manufacturer. They've added that wonderful tilting angle so you can get the right leverage and the right angle that you need. And it's only over $1 a day. Now, the people who knock on our doors here in Florida for palm fronds, they quote either $400 for like a one-time one-off, or they try to sign you up for a membership where they'll come quarterly for $150 or $180, or they start quoting $60 a tree or $80 a tree or $30 a cut. However they slice it, no pun intended, it's a lot more expensive than owning a pole saw and getting most, if not all, of the job done yourself. And I know you want to see power and performance because that's what it's about.
Yeah, and that's the big thing. So if you're still thinking, well, can I do this? And you talked about the ladies. We have had so many calls. Oh, I got this for my husband. And guess what? I'm using it now.
Right.
I'm the one who's able to do it because you're going to see it doesn't take any strength. It doesn't take any ability to hold onto this really tight. I'm just going to turn that on, and I'm going to let that saw just rest on that branch. And I'm not struggling to hold onto it. I'm just letting it pass right through that limb. I mean, just that about 6 pounds is what the head of that chainsaw weighs, and it's enough to just get it right through that limb. So you're never fighting with it. You're never having to deal with, oh, am I going to be able to struggle through this? Because we have the right amount of power. We have that really nice Oregon chain. So it's like a sharp knife. It does a better job getting through that limb, so you're not struggling with it. There's not a lot of kickback. It is very simple. And I think after you try it one time, you're going to feel so comfortable doing this. Now, I'm showing it to you right here, down on this sawhorse, but same thing's gonna happen. So when you take this overhead, you're doing the same thing. You're resting it on that limb, letting it slowly work its way through the limb, and that's it. That's how simple it is. You're always cutting at a 45-degree angle, just like this. You are going to be able to do this.
And Peter, have you seen some of the reports they've been doing about the weight of rain and snow on roofs, on trees?
Yes.
And if you think about that weight after bad cold weather, those leaves, those branches, those limbs, they're pretty much already dead, so they're already barely hanging on. The weight comes down and it crushes through that tree, and it ends up damaging our cars, it ends up damaging our roofs, damaging our windows, and now you're talking about a huge expense. This is a simple, easy way to know that you don't have to have an emergency last minute, uh-oh, we have a branch that needs to come down. I mean, what about a better way to get access to drier firewood? Because it's up higher off the ground. Once you own a pole saw, it really does start to pay for itself on day one. You're not buying gas. You're not dealing with all the headaches and hassles of other chainsaws out there. You feel comfortable and safer using it. I may feel like I'm the tree master now, but I still won't pick up a regular chainsaw. I don't want the blade that close to my hand. It's a scary thought, especially for somebody who sells jewelry on HSN. This is a safe, easy, effective way. Your manicure is out of the way, the chain is out of your way, and you can reach so much further and farther than you ever thought possible.
Yeah, when you can articulate that head as we talked about, and when you go up overhead, you're exactly right. You're not near that saw, and so same thing, you're just letting it work its way through there. It is very simple to do for anyone, and that's having it fully extended. For those shorter cuts, you don't even have to have it fully extended, but the most important thing is that it's the right tool for you to do this job, and it just makes it easier. You're gonna save so much money. And Brett, I liked what you were talking about some of these branches that can get close to the house and to the cars, and they start to do damage when they get weighed down by the snow and we had these ice storms. That's what you're gonna take care of right now. As soon as you get that first warm day, you'll see all those dead branches, the weak branches that can cause trouble through the year, certainly into next winter. So take care of them now. You'll do it again at the end of the spring. You'll do it at the beginning of fall. You're going to take care of those branches, and this is gonna make it easy.
I do feel like it's one of those items that once you buy it, you stop the bleeding. I mean, once you buy it, it starts to pay itself back versus what you're paying a la carte for somebody else to handle it for you or to deal with those last-minute rentals or nightmare issues. So stop the bleeding. Get yours now. Know that it's on its way home to you. And when you have a long-lasting, high-quality tool like this, you know, FlexPay could be your share of the entire purchase. If you've got a neighbor who you have a nice relationship with, if you have a family member who lives close by, pitch in. Everybody could spend, you know, you, a neighbor, and a sibling could each spend $40. Sure. Maybe this is an early shopping for Father's Day gift or a birthday gift or a housewarming gift for somebody who has a yard to take care of for the first time in their life. Pitch in. The Flex could be what you spend today and break up your payments for you, or it could be what each user of this pole saw uses. You're getting a $120 value and break that up between friends and neighbors. It ships to your door free of charge. We've got great colors because that's how we do things around here at HSN. You can shop navy, you can shop purple, you can shop yellow, but it's last call. Now, for those of you who've seen this at HSN before, you know normally we've got red, we've got green, we've got camo. You are getting the only available stock we have now, so that by the time you come back as you wait, because maybe you want a different color, you've probably already wasted some money on what you're dealing with the alternatives. You can make your own firewood. You can save those rogue branches from causing damage to your home. You could do what I do. When that company comes to the door and says, I'd like to charge you for your palm fronds a la carte, I give them a nice little chuckle and say, thanks, but no thanks. Maybe the neighbor. Oh, wait, the neighbor pitched in a Flex, they're using my pole saw. Maybe go to a different neighborhood, they'll take care of it for you. And Peter shows you real deal branches. I mean, he's not fooling around with twigs here.
Right,
He's using real deal thick branches to show you what's possible.
Same thing, if you go around your yard, you're gonna see that most of those branches that you're gonna be dealing with are going to be in that maybe 2-inch in diameter. When you see this type of limb even, which is probably maybe just over 2 inches, I mean, that's going to be a larger limb overhead, and you're gonna be able to do it. One quick thing before I do some more cutting for you, I wanna show you again, the safety features on this was great. All you're doing is adding your extension cord. Now, if I go to pull that trigger, nothing happens until I also hit that safety button. So when you turn on the saw and then you let go, it stops automatically and you can't go back to it until you hit that safety switch. So I'll do that right now. Again, it makes it so simple for anyone to handle this. Remember, overhead or down on a limb like this, maybe it's gonna be all those limbs that have fallen throughout the winter time. Don't forget that you can use this for all those down limbs as well. Whether you're using them for firewood.
So, Peter, sorry to interrupt.
Go ahead.
That power, that lack of kickback, that lack of vibration and struggle, now our phones are going a little nuts here because I think a lot of you see this, you think electric's not capable, you think long pole saw, I'm not gonna have the leverage I want. When you see it cut through that much of a branch, that much of a limb like butter, now you're recognizing the value. This is your chance to shop for it. Take advantage of Flex and free shipping. Do yourself, do your house, do your lawn and garden a favor and own a phenomenal Earthwise pole saw without gas, without issue, without problem. Keep your feet firmly planted on the ground. Do what could be a dangerous task safely and easily with a great pole saw.
Exactly. You're getting features you don't see elsewhere. 10-inch bar and chain, plenty of power, automatic oiling system. Just keep oiling that reservoir. 9.5 feet when fully extended.
Yep, I mean, it's a big amount of space and reach. So grab it while it's available. I'm being told it's now last call on our purple. We have navy, we have yellow, and we have last call on purple. They're loving the navy. Peter's rocking the navy today.
Not?
So take advantage while we have it in stock. Take advantage while you're getting special Flex. Enjoy it shipping to your door, and know that you're just making a smart investment for your home. Peter, my friend.
That's it.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Really
Thanks,
appreciate
everyone.
it. Great tools, great tricks for everybody out there. So don't miss it. Take advantage. And then, by the way, one last little reminder for everybody who's shopping with us. We want to invite you to shop the set. If you see what you're seeing on your TV is our personal at-home set, and if you'd like to see it at your home, it's very simple. Whether it's an outdoor rug, whether it's the potting bench you saw early in the show, go to hsn.com. The name of our show is At Home. Type in At Home. You'll see everything we're airing this hour, as well as all your wonderful set pieces that you could use to decorate and adorn the spaces that you love in your home. So take advantage if it's an outdoor rug or our phenomenally high-powered pole saw. All of it is at your fingertips. Just go to hsn.com and search by the title of our show, At Home. Kind of can't miss it. It's pretty easy to find. Okay, now we are going to wrap up our day today with a little welcome gift for everybody, because we're going to offer you a wonderful welcome mat. But it's unlike any welcome mat you have ever seen, because it is our Clean Machine mats. This hour was themed for outdoor cleanup. Well, the next item you're going to see is going to keep you from having to do indoor cleanup, because they have this phenomenal technology built into them. They are this they are this rubber and AstroTurf technology that basically cleans the bottom of your shoes before you go in. They don't mold. They don't mildew. They don't get nasty in wet or dirty weather. But what they do is they take all the sand, all the dirt, all the mud, all the grime off the bottom of your shoes, the bottom of your kid's shoes, the bottom of your dog's paws before they walk into the front door. We also design them with some great little holiday inserts. So the pineapple is the universal symbol for hospitality, and that comes built into your mat. You can also, at holiday time, put in the Christmas tree, put in the Halloween, Thanksgiving pumpkin, and create a different look and design. Those are free inserts that come with your purchase. There's a gorgeous scroll design around the outside. These are a customer pick because they are different than every other doormat you've ever owned. And today, they're on special flex. For this hour only, they are only $10 on your credit card to get them home. Now, Tim Wilkins is going to join us. He's been walking through the Arctic. He's got wet, dirty, snowy, muddy.
I'm about to get yelled at before I walk in the house like I always do.
And he knows
wipe your feet.
White carpeting inside, and we've got the solution.
All right, and you talked about technology. Now, one of the beauties, this is the same technology that we've sold hundreds of thousands of mats over the last 15 years on HSN.
Right.
And then we've added this heavy-duty rubber outside, this beautiful design, this scroll wrought iron design, with that same one that not only they're called active cleaning fibers. They're bent to not only get way up into the treads of your boots and shoes and get them clean deep inside those galoshes and shoes and boots and cleats, but what you're not seeing right now is there is already 4 pounds of dirt, dust, grime, the things that are going to make your housework difficult and really just miserable. This is, by stopping that dirt at the door, you're going to cut down on the amount of sweeping, mopping, dusting, housework you have to do, and you're going to stop the amount of damage. Listen to this, Brett. Any of this dirt that gets into your house is messing up your hardwood floors. It's getting into the grout on your tile and messing that up. It's actually acting like little scissors on your carpet fibers. When you vacuum, that's from dirt and dust and grime and grit working away at your carpet fibers. So you're not only cutting down on your housework, you're prolonging the life of your beautiful floors by stopping the dirt at the door. That's why these are such great mats.
And you're prolonging the life of the mat, because the alternatives out here, they get moldy, they get stinky, they get honestly disgusting. This really was the perfect wrap-up to outdoor cleanup, because I don't know about you, but when I'm doing lawn and garden cleanup, I make a big giant mess coming back into the house, and you stop somebody at the front door and say, take off your muddy boots, don't come in the house, and outdoor cleanup becomes indoor mess. This is a better solution, and in wet weather, in cold weather, in muddy, dirty weather, this is that perfect solution. When we do a special flex on this item, we have trouble keeping them in stock. They are a super special deal that you're getting on Flex for this hour only. We do offer buy more and save. So if you've got a front and a back entrance to the home, I highly recommend picking up 2 of them. And we did a super heavy duty, gorgeous scroll border. So you're getting wonderful design as well as the functionality of Clean Machine.
Now, I want to show you the difference between the mats that we've all had, why these are important to have, and why they've a huge customer pick years after years with 5-star reviews. This is one of those cheaper mats that we get. We think we're saving money. It might catch an occasional leaf, which, by the way, my mat on my back porch is full of right now because they're great at catching leaves and dog hair. But this, while it will wipe off your shoes and boots and even bare feet, this is going to stay here for the next person who might have clean feet. They're going to step on this and track it in now. With this next one, with this scroll design, this has the cocoa fibers, a little more expensive, about the price of this mat. this is also just a camp spot for the dirt that's gonna get tracked into your house. This is the mat that came from my front doorstep. It should say, welcome to our dirty home, because that is a camp spot. This is my chef sprinkle.
Oh.
That is a camp spot for all the dirt that's gonna get tracked in there.
What about after it's wet outside? What lives underneath them?
Well, I tried to hose this off, and you'll see kind of there's a dark spot right here when it got wet and dirty. That stayed and mildewed, and I said, well, that's not gonna be good on the front doorstep anymore. I better replace it with a clean machine, and I brought it in for the sample.
And I wanna talk about that for a minute when we talk about replace. Listen, I'd be foolish if I didn't say that the alternatives that Tim showed you are maybe $5, $10, $15, right? But they're not forever. They're not permanent. They don't work as well. They have to be replaced, if not every year, some replaced every season. So spend $10 on Flex and buy one that owns and loves and works for you for years. It will pay for itself versus the replacements in no time, not to mention making the inside of your home a cleaner, better place, not to mention not having mold and mildew collecting underneath your mat. I promise you, the few extra dollars you spend on this mat today over the course of the next 5 years is a huge savings compared with the alternative. My father always says, buy smart or buy often.
Well, and interestingly enough, that's the great thing with these. This is about the cost of the middle mat over there. It's actually a little less expensive than the middle mat. It's half the cost of the more expensive mat. We've added this beautiful scroll design, this heavy-duty rubber scroll design on the outside, but it acts as two things. Listen to this. Let me just drop this for a sec. How heavy duty that is, that's gonna keep it slip resistant, which is what you want for that first step you're taking in and out of a doorway, and it's gonna add to the weight of it so the wind doesn't blow it around. You wanna make sure that it's gonna hold up wherever it is, that the wind isn't just gonna carry it off. Now, I can't say enough. Dirt, dust, grime, stopping that to cut down on the amount of mopping, dusting, sweeping that you do and the damage to your floors, but it's also great for catching dog hair and leaves. The one on our back porch has been awesome throughout the fall and winter.
I mean, I was gonna say my dogs, the fact that they pass these before they go into the house, I feel like their paws are coming in the house a little bit cleaner. Remember, you've got a countdown for Flex. So if you're somebody who's thinking front door and back door, side door and other access door, take advantage of our Flex promotion this hour that ends in the next 3 minutes and get 2 or 3 of these home. You can break up your payments. We offer buy more and save. You'll get savings on your shipping and handling. They're a ravely reviewed customer pick, and who stops to write a review about a doormat?
A doormat. Hundreds of people. 33 of the 48 ratings on this right now are 5-star. The rest are 4. And I can't say enough, over the years, hundreds of thousands of the Clean Machine mats. Now, you know what? I'm going to overfill this.
And don't forget, by the way,
you're getting these inserts.
We're doing free holiday mats, too, because these are free.
This is like buying 3 doormats.
Yeah.
Because you're getting now one for 2 different seasons and occasions. Now, I'm going to overload this just a touch and make a really valid point here, Brett. You've got great shoes for this. These 1-inch fibers even pull it when it's overloaded so that the dirt is away from the surface. So if you would step on that for just a second real quick.
Sure.
And then show us the bottom of those cool shoes. There's no dirt on those. And even then...
I didn't know my shoes were going to be modeled today.
They're very cool shoes. No, they're good shoes. All right. Now, I can still clean off this big heavy boot, get deep up into the fibers, and still have that 4 pounds of dirt that's not getting into your house, that's not tearing up the grout, that you're not having to take out whatever tool you're using now to clean your house. And listen to this, if you got beautiful hardwood floors, you spent all that money, that's what sand and dirt and dust on your floor is doing. You want to save it from getting damaged.
Okay, so about 350 of these have now been sold. We talked outdoor cleanup and outdoor cleanup and outdoor cleanup, and then you go inside and make a big mess. This was an outdoor gift to make indoor cleanup less of a task, less of a chore, less of a problem, so that maybe you'll actually enjoy cleaning up outdoors. Maybe you'll go do a little bit more planting. Maybe you'll actually walk in the house and relax and unwind rather than going, now I have to clean up everything I just tracked in from cleaning up outside. Nothing worse than cleaning up than double duty cleanup. This is a quick, easy, simple solution, and it's a smart purchase because rather than buying a new mat every season or every year, buy one. Know that it's even got fun interchangeable holiday decor designs to it, but buy one now and it will work as well, it will look as beautiful, it will smell the same a year from now, 5 years from now, than one that you have to replace every year, if not every season.
And I want to take an opportunity while I fill that one to come back over to these other mats and again show you the difference. If you're using these right now, you're seeing that while you scrape your feet on it, it might take the dirt off of your feet, but it leaves it there for the next pair of feet. The dog's feet, the kids' feet, they go out in the grass and grandkids play in the sprinklers. Wet feet are gonna track this in. This mat, which actually costs the same or just a touch more, beautiful cocoa fibers, is also a camp spot for the dirt that's getting tracked into your house. Over 80% of the dirt, dust, and grime getting into your house comes across the threshold. These mats that we have today are a way to stop that. Look at this. No matter how much you try to work that, and then you go to clean it off, there's no way to clean it. It gets down in the fibers. It's ruined. Don't wash it off like I did. This mat can be hosed off. It's not going to mold or mildew. And when it comes time to clean this out and you see all the dirt that it's collected, you are going to be so happy and know that a doormat is actually doing the job that it was intended to do. And again, you're getting the Christmas tree, the pumpkin all year round. This is a wonderful mat. Thank you so much. Brett?
Oh, thank you so much, Tim. You know, I did cleanup all hour. Thank you to my wonderful friends at HSN for giving me this as a way to close the show. Well, don't forget to join us for At Home Friday at 9 a.m. My very good friend Leslie Machado is going to be taking over, and it's all about retrofitting and upgrading your laundry room. I'll tell you what, with twin babies and a 6-year-old, my friend Leslie knows a thing or two about doing laundry, so make sure you join her for a special edition of At Home. That's going to be Friday at 9 a.m. Now we're going to head from outdoor right into the kitchen. Alice Caron is standing by with Lorena Garcia and our best buy of the day. Keep shopping and enjoy it. Thank you so much.
Let me tell you, for me, the kitchen is all about the love. And I always say it. It's all about the commitment that you have when you're in the kitchen and you have that responsibility to feeding your loved ones. That's how it started for me.